What is up, everybody? It is Friday afternoon, and you know what today is? Today was the first call for our community, and nobody showed up, and that's okay. That's kind of what it's like showing up on social media. At first, you know, you're posting all your content, you're putting a lot of effort into it, and it might seem like no one's showing up for you or seeing your content, and this is where a lot of people get discouraged. But you gotta show up. Because even if you get 300 views or 100 views, those are 100 people. If you put 100 people in your house, it would be crammed, jam-packed. I don't know how big your house is, but if I had 100 people in my house, it would be pretty full. So you have to show up. So what I'm gonna do today, despite no one showing up to the call, maybe you guys felt like there wasn't enough value to be had for you to make time out of your day to come and show up for this call, and that's totally fine. My goal with this community is to provide as much value to you guys to help you grow your online brand, whether it's your personal brand or your business brand. Everybody has different goals behind that and the reason why they want to show up for that. But I want to help you guys get there, whether you work with our company, Pathfinder Productions, who literally specialize in growing your personal brand, content creation, literally all the steps of doing that, or not. Whether you want to work on it on your own or go with another team, I want to help provide the support for you guys. So, dude, I'm not going to edit this video. I'm going to do it totally live, like as if it was a live call, so I'm not going to spunk it up. But where's that going? So, I want to just add value to you guys. And I think I'll start with the number one thing, which is where the journey begins, is just getting started. It's not real until you post your first piece of content. People prolong it. This shows up in many ways. It's a psychological block. And ultimately, if we peel back all the layers, I don't know what to talk about. Oh, I need to make sure my hooks are right. I need to make sure I have the right camera gear. I need to make sure that my lighting is good. I need to make sure that everything is perfect. Or there's always going to be something else. There's always another layer. And you peel back all the layers. It comes from the fear of criticism, which is one of the 7 fears Napoleon Hill talks about in, what's that book? Outwitting the Devil. Talks about 7 human fears that plague mankind, and one of them is the fear of criticism. So if you peel all the layers back and you look really hard at yourself, it's a lot of the times it's like, what is my grandma gonna say? What is my aunt? What's my ex-girlfriend? What's like my coworkers? What is so-and-so? What are people gonna think if I show up in this way? And the answer is, fuck what people think. Who cares, all right? Who cares what these people think? And honestly, putting yourself out there is for the masses. Like, let's say 1,000 people follow you, 10,000 people follow you, even 100,000 people follow you. I don't know what the current census study is at, but last time I checked, there was over 9 billion people on the planet. 100,000 people out of 9 billion is like a grain of sand in the universe. It's nothing. So your direct community of people that see your content, maybe they're not supportive. Maybe they don't want to see you grow. Maybe they are going to hate on you or whatever. Who cares? Because you're making content for the rest of the world in which you want to communicate to. So, I mean, obviously you're not going to communicate. If you're a sales professional and you want to communicate to sales professionals, maybe that's not 9 billion people, but that's still a heck of a lot more blue ocean out there than the people that do follow you. So think about the loss aversion. Like, there are people missing out on what you have to say because you're not brave enough to get started today. You have to just get started and get the ball rolling. And the psychological barrier that stops people is insane. We've created like the top quality content for people, like whole month's worth, and it never gets posted. Because of why? People are insecure about it if you get really down to the bare bones, but that's okay. This community is designed to be support for that. Like, I would love it when this grows and continues to get bigger, is everyone posting on each other's comments, being supportive, seeing each other grow on the journey, telling the stories of how your business has expanded just by showing up. So you have to show up for yourself. Like today, no one showed up for the community, and that's totally fine. That doesn't mean that it's gonna stop me from adding value to you guys. Hopefully you consume this video and hopefully it adds a little bit of value to you, enough for you guys to be like, hey, I could do this too. Because you can. Anyone can do this, and there's more than likely people that are missing out on what you have to say because you didn't take action on it. Or you weren't brave enough. You didn't think you had the skills, whatever story you tell yourself. I don't even know the story that you're telling yourself, but it's not true. Today, the barrier of entry is so low, literally, you could have an iPhone. You could literally set up your phone and record yourself. I even made this video with the most minimal setup so that I didn't have to set up the camera. I just have the Osmo and a little bit of light, and that's it. It's not major. You can make a lot of really dope content with really limited resources, and that's what's so amazing. The barrier of entry has been lower than it's ever been before, and you can capitalize on building your brand, expanding your business, communicating to the people that you want to, whatever your goal is. I know this group is super interesting because there's some top level executives, and then there's also beginners who just are like getting into business. So it's a cool mesh, but the idea is for everyone to support each other and be of help, be of service to each other. And I'm starting by being of service to you guys. Whatever you need in this realm of content production, social media growth, that's pretty much it. So those are our expertises: content production and social media. If you need help with any of that, dude, reach out to me. I want to provide as much value with this free resource as possible. What else can we talk about today? If we had some questions, I'd love to answer them for you. But yeah, I mean, who cares if no one shows up for you? You need to be your own #1 fan at first. And eventually, people will start to support, catch the wave. Because you could impact communities, you could impact economies, you could do so much out there. So what else? So, okay, I have an idea to kind of jumpstart this. If you guys watch this all the way through, it's a pretty short video. It's only at like 7 minutes. I want to do a challenge going into next week, a content challenge, maybe a story challenge, something really, really small to get you guys started to build that muscle, build that habit of showing up on social media and see how different, how many opportunities will unfold for you in the journey. I mean, for myself, dude, where to start? Some of you guys know me from the beginning that are in here. Some of you guys don't know who I am. Some of you guys saw an ad and randomly clicked. My story is like many other people, right? Rough childhood. Who cares? No excuses. You need to get up and get after it. That's what any influencer is going to tell you, right? But yeah, I had a rough childhood. All good. Even after childhood, I was working in the casinos in Las Vegas, making 40 grand a year. It was cool. Partied a lot up until I was 26. Doing content. Started Pathfinder. Didn't make any money until I was 28. Then I started to make some substantial, 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and breaking the 7-figure mark, which is kind of crazy to think that I did that with a camera. It is really nuts. Like the same resource, you guys can utilize to do the same thing. Obviously, besides the financial incremental increases, there was a lot that I had to uncover. And this is kind of a tidbit on leadership. I know I'm kind of being all over the place, but you have to lead yourself first before you could lead anybody. And that goes with the social media following. Like everybody has something to say, but you have to be somebody worth following. And the only way to be somebody worth following is to be a leader. And to lead anybody, you need to lead yourself. And that's how I hold my, I lead my family, I lead my team, I lead my followers. I have a videographer community that does well. I, by nature, am a leader. And I feel like I know if I didn't do my reading, I know if I didn't do my exercise, I know if I didn't do my meditation, I know if I didn't do my journaling, I know if I didn't do my affirmations. And if I'm not doing these things, then I don't feel like I'm fit to be a leader or to lead anybody. Why should anyone listen to what I have to say? So just to loop that back into your guys' own content, it's be the best version of yourself that you can be, because there's always somebody that you could lead, somebody that is looking up to you and you're consuming your content, and that could affect somebody else's quality of life. That could change completely somebody else's life, and by their life changing, they change someone else's life, and the flow is incremental. It could go forever. So all that to circle back to say, be brave. You got this. I believe in you. Start your social media journey today. The best time, it's like real estate. The best time to get in on it was 10 years ago. The next best time is right now. So get started right now, and I'll see you guys on next week's training. Hopefully I got some of you guys there, and it's not myself, but even if it is myself, I didn't plan on even doing this. So I plan on delivering a fire training on Friday, whether you guys are here or not. I hope you get some value. I hope you go out into the world, into the universe, and create abundance, opportunity, happiness for not only yourself, but everyone who is connected to you. Until next time, peace.